You know, Swami has talked about the Golden Age, and for years I had wondered, what is the Golden Age? What is it going to look like? And Swami, I read Swami's discourse. He asked the question, and what will characterise the Golden Age? So I read on. I was interested in this. The Golden Age will be a period in time when the men and women of the world will be guided in their every action by the prompting of conscience, the voice of God within. Now, isn't that a beautiful description of the Golden Age? You can see how it is realisable.
Beautiful.
And that's what he's telling us to do.
It's beautiful how the message he gave you earlier about how do you love yourself by ultimately following the conscience is then reinforced with this characterization of the Golden Age.
Yes.
So powerful.
Yes, Baba tells some of the... I've been very focused on this. You know, I mentioned earlier that in my Christian upbringing I wasn't taught about the God within. And yet in 1 Corinthians 3:16, know ye not that the body is the temple of God and God resides therein? That's very clear. And I couldn't believe why I wasn't taught that when I read that. And you know, the Baba had said the Atma, the soul centre, resides in the vicinity of the physical heart on the right side.
Yes.
Now I've had Hindu scholars tell me, more specifically, that it is two digits distant on the right side, two digits distant from the physical heart.
Yes.
And I was fascinated by how specific that was.
Yes.
And again, I was browsing through the Bible one day. Old Testament, I came across Ecclesiastes 10:3, I think it is, 10:2. The fool thinks his heart is on the left side, and the wise man knows it's on the right. So this is a confirmation, this ancient wisdom, that, and as Swami said, when we assert ourselves, our hand falls here, over the heart.
Over the heart.
It's mine, we say.
Yes.
So there's the owner of the body. The owner
Yes.
resides here.
The real I.
Not here. We don't say it's mine.
Yes.
We say it's mine. And Baba said this is a universal gesture. And every human being knows in a subliminal way that is where their truth lies.
Yes.
Their real self, the higher self, the capital S,
Yes.
resides here. It's mine. Well, there are two, I guess. The first one is that I've already mentioned. How do you love yourself? How do you love another? You must first love yourself. How do you love yourself? You must first get self-confidence. How do you get self-confidence? Live in harmony with your conscience. Now, that is clearly the most powerful directive I've had, and it's a guiding principle for me in my life. It keeps me focused on the fact that I have to live in harmony with my conscience. The second one is all of his teachings relating to the God within. That is really the purpose of the avatar, actually, and he says the purpose of life is for us to discover our inherent divinity. The most important part of this is to realise that that same divinity in me is inherent in everyone else, and it enables you to see the beauty in everyone else. It doesn't matter what their external behaviour is like, you know in their heart of hearts that they are goodness, truth and beauty. That philosophy, that spiritual philosophy that Swami teaches so strongly, has helped me be able to approach anyone, people in the past who I've been uncertain about how I should approach them. I can now approach them with an open heart, with a belief in their goodness. And they're probably the two parts, they're interrelated of course, that form the anchor of my spiritual journey.
What beautiful and strong anchors they are. Neville, coordinator of Zone 3, rugby player, farmer, businessman, and absolutely wonderful personality and role model for all of us. I thank you very much for taking your time and speaking with us today.
Sarah.
Sayonara.
Sarah, brothers and sisters.